Alright, I'm the respondent and stuff, you knew that. Let's start anyway, okay. High quality introduction. Auspicious star, such dazzling light, it drowns even the chime of bells. Days remaining, 1 morning. I enter the classroom. Once again, Shinji Mato, in the seat next to me, has a full house. I'm telling you, you don't have any talent. Give up before you look like a retard. So you know what he said to me that? What? What'd he say? No, tell us. This wish gets all boo-hoo, and he says, I'll keep practicing until I get better. I can at least get better than you. It skips practice. Sorry, I have to laugh. Anybody knows you can't practice your way into being a genius. If he wants to practice something, he should practice not sounding like a tool. The guy's not a total maggot, but he's still trash that needs to find a garbage can. That moron. People aren't created equal. Even people who are born above average can never reach the same heights as naturally gifted. You must be so talented if you don't need to practice, Mato. I feel bad for that kid. Trash can't help being trash. It should at least learn to stop dreaming about being something better. The bell rings. In response, the gaggle of girls shuffle off to their own seats. While we wait for the teacher to arrive, I get caught up on what Shinji said for some reason. Whether or not Shinji has innate talent, I think it's pretty clear that I'm a nobody. A nobody with no goals. I mean, why even try to think about the future? I get overwhelmed. As long as I keep plodding along, someday I'll reach my totally average future. Yay. That's what happens to everyone, right? Are there actually people who break the pattern? How? I have no idea. For me, today is just another ordinary day. Good morning, everyone! Suddenly, my heart accelerates, each beat painfully strong. It's as if my body's on high alert. I know it's not a reaction to Miss Fujimura. No. Well, kids, this is a little out of the blue, but today I want to introduce you to a new friend. Who is this? He know Japanish? Dot. It's him. That blonde boy is the one who's causing my body's fight-or-flight instincts to prickle. Go on, Leo, introduce yourself. Well, Leo, you'll be attending school with these people, so I'm sure they'd like to know who you are. He steps forward, and then, in a louder voice, says, Yep, that is his normal name. I would know because I'm American. And that's the kind of name all Americans have. The classroom is silent. There aren't even any jabs at his eccentric manner of speaking, or any coups over how pretty he is. Instead, the entire classroom is enthralled by his regal bearing, entranced even. Shinji's words come to mind. This is what it means to be on a different level. None of us plebes could ever hope to reach the level that this new kid lives on. It's not overextending to call his very existence transfixing. like deer in headlights, we are immobilized by a presence far greater than our own. His natural place is above us, looking down as our king. How did someone like him end up here? It must be a mistake. Anyway, everyone, please make Leo feel welcome. Then, Leo, if you would please take a seat. It looks like the third seat in the second row from the right is open. Will that be okay? Leo. Ah, you're addressing me. I see no reason not to allow you to call me Leo, as it didn't feel awkward to hear it from you. If you have the chance, I'd very much like for a delightful woman like you to visit my country. What? Jeez, don't joke with your teacher. To your seat, Leo. I won't smack you since, well, it was kind of flattering to hear you say that. Of course. I appreciate your diplomacy, Miss Fujimura. Then, the boy gave the kind of easy smile that only kids can. That simple smile washes away the tension in the room, and people even begin to smile themselves. I think he's not so much a king as a prince. He may be above us, but he also has natural charisma that draws us up to his level. However, it seems that there's at least one person in class whose mileage varies. I don't like him. Flirting with the teacher already. That arrogant little twerp. Shinji's clearly not happy. If you have any questions, ask anyone in the class or myself. I mean, come to me first. There's no need to be shy. Yes, I understand. I'm pleased that I will be attending such a good school. Am I imagining things? Just for a second, I thought he shifted his attention toward me. Not toward anyone else. Not even Shinji, who's still bad-mouthing Leo, but to me alone. Yeah, right. There's no way a practically otherworldly person like him would notice a bland me. Midday. Evening. Oh. The school day ended with nothing else of interest occurring. But that Leo, I can't shake the uneasiness he awoke in my heart. It feels like cogs somewhere have become misaligned. No. I'm just excited because, for once, something happened. Well, besides what happened yesterday. I should report yesterday's findings to the editor-in-chief. Let's go! I can't take this path. I don't know why. Actually, Leo, what's going on here? I hear a familiar voice as I walk down the hallway. It's coming from around the corner. And there you have it. To summarize, about 30% of the participants have overcome the computer's brainwashing. These individuals now remember who they are. They're all Class A Magi. One girl in particular has a quick work of brainwashing. Yeah, you can read. I know that I messed that up. You might say she's a natural, and therefore more adept than Magi who have been more sheltered. Unlike those domesticated sheep, she's a wild mouflon. I do not know that word. Stronger, rarer, wilder. She couldn't even bear to put on the school uniform the other sheep mindlessly wear. As novel as that girl's wildness is, wild things end up in cages. Still, keep your distance and your guard up. The voice coming from in front of the supply room is none other than that of a teacher, Kuzuki. He was speaking politely, almost reverently. However, this Rientosika, the Harways in Asia have voiced some concerns regarding her. She is the daughter of a noble family, which makes her unruly behavior even more unbecoming. The voice that chimes in to join Kuzuki's is none other than the transfer student, Leo's. Unlike in class, his voice held a childlike temerity. It seemed like Kuzuki's words bothered him. I simply just... She's a failure, like the other dropouts, and so... She's below your concern. There's nothing in the world that doesn't concern me, teacher. More importantly, I wonder what domesticated being like me can learn from her wild bravery. There is nothing, because you are already perfect. Oh, one more time. Anything you lack is something the world itself lacks. It was a joke. It's been a while since I've been scolded. I think I enjoy it, coming from you. In any case, I'll heed your warning about her. So are there any other important happenings? It's worth noting that the assassin sent by those alchemists. I have yet to confirm anything, but no doubt they're lurking about. I don't believe I've ever seen how such an alchemist fights. Their charms or their symbols, rather, are quite unusual. We have an opportunity now. Aren't you curious, teacher? Wait until I've checked out this assassin first. Those are the only ones who watch out for him. However, there are others with excellent abilities. A handful of others have passed the prelims, beside Ri and Tosaka. Huh. I don't see the rush. I think there's much to be learned from observing this school. I'd like to take my time and enjoy, for instance, the beauty of things like this garden. They seem to employ quite the skilled gardener. You should see the garden too, Mr. Kuzuki. No. Brother! I will respectfully decline. That ends my report. I see. Too bad. Then, if you need anything else, it'll be best if we have as little contact with each other as we can. It is unusual for a teacher and a student to meet like this. I understand. Be careful. Yes, you too, brother. Following those words, they both disappear, perfectly in sync with each other. I didn't understand what they were saying, but I get the feeling that I shouldn't have been listening. Okay. Are you Adjutant Chief? No, you look like a... maybe I'm just racist. Hey. Oh, our club's ace. Did you find out anything yesterday? What? Little Red Rooftop vanished before your eyes. If she disappeared, there isn't anything we can do about that. Nothing we can do? What's with the Editor-in-Chief's reaction? It's not right. I thought she'd say something like, hey, don't scare me like that. Actually, the problematic part is how nonchalant she is that person disappeared. Your next story will be Mystery of the Courtyard Chapel. The Editor-in-Chief keeps talking like nothing happened. She's already on to the next thing. Should I say something? Hey, did you know there's a chapel on the campus, even though this isn't a mission school? It seems the chapel has been here longer than the school. This is just a rumor, but they say it's haunted and magic rites are performed there. I'm sending you to investigate. The entrance to the courtyard is on the end of the right side of the first door of the hallway. Okay, I'll go. Nah, I'm going over here. Hey, Shinji, what's up, my man? It's strange, even for here. Oh, it's you again. I don't have time to play like you obviously do. Go play reporter, or whatever it is friendless little geeks like you do instead of having a life. Okay, but I want to check this place out first. Wow. It's fantastic. Just look at this. See, it's a fire extinguisher. Oh, okay. 2 days until the next exam. Be sure you to study your hardest. Sincerely, Miss Fujimura. No, I don't think that's actually important. Garden. Ooh, dead people. Yay. Okay. Oh, I have to walk through the corpses? Okay, maybe I can... No, okay. Okay, I'll just kill them all. The man stands like a black stain, tainting the joyfully multicolored flower beds around him. It's the new teacher, Kuzuki. But the man standing in front of me isn't acting like a teacher by any stretch of the imagination. The sick malignancy of overbearing aggression fills the air, and then scattered around him are dead bodies of students. Why'd you come here? I'm certain I locked that door. I suppose I'll test you out. His thin lips hardly moved, but in the next instant, I'm bowled over, as if struck by an invisible force. Chaotic thoughts bury my brain like endless grains of sand. What happened? Can I move my limbs? Seriously, what was that? Kuzuki hasn't moved. No one else is nearby. Who? Why? How? My thoughts whirl. My heart races. I see what you are now. It isn't you, I suppose. His voice was a quiet hiss, but I could hear everything he said. This man with cold, inscrutable eyes raises his palm towards me. The end? No. When I come to, I'm collapsed in the garden. The garden is silent. There's not even a trace of Kuzuki, or of the corpses that had been there. I'm uninjured, though my body aches from laying on the hard ground. The cold sweat that had covered me is gone too. Only the piercing pain in my head remains. Maybe it was just a bad dream. I gulp air and attempt to stand. The ground seems to move under my feet. I'm delusional. Of course the ground isn't moving. I'll give my report to the editor-in-chief tomorrow and just go home for the day. A day will pass if you leave campus. Yeah, I'm leaving. Definitely. Save your progress. Yes.